welcome to Stumpt. My name is Jasmine, and today we are playing Darkest Dungeon. Darkest Dungeon is a turn-based dungeon crawler. You probably have seen it. I have picked it up just a few days ago, and I have not been able to put it down. This is absolutely one of my favoriteest games I have purchased for myself so far, and I thought this would be a perfect game to bring to the channel. So as you can see, I've already started a save. We're 13 weeks in. It has just been fantastic, and I thought this would be really fun to bring to the channel. Like I said again, so we're just going to start a new save just called Darkest Stumpt, just because, you know what, why not? Darkest Stumps. Let's do it. Enter. There we go. And I thought we'd just probably skip through the little entry cinematic because it doesn't really give you too much detail other than you're just crashed your station wagon. I'm calling it a station wagon. It's a wagon. You crashed it. There you are. So, Darkest Dungeon is a dungeon crawler, like I said before. Most of the game revolves you going in between rooms and hallways. And you can see that the map varies depending on quest to quest, so it always is kind of randomized, which is really fun. And we start out with pretty much our basic characters. We have Reynold, who's our tank. He's a crusader. He has lots of really good qualities and skills. So far, he starts with Smite, Zealous Accusation, Stunning Blow, which you can obviously understand it's a stunning attack, and a buff called Bulwark of Faith, which gives him 20% protection. Dismas, who is our highwayman, he is our starting kind of DPS character. He starts with like an open vein attack, which is just kind of like a really nice melee. As you can see, he has a pistol, so he does pistol shot, grape shot, which is a really great AoE. And he has another buff called Take Aim, which gives him like an extra 4% or 4 to accuracy and 5% to crit. So one of the really fun things about this game, which makes it really unique, is that a lot of the attacks and party members you play them based on their positions. So right now, I only have 2 positions, which doesn't really, matter too much, but as you get into a 4-party situation, you'll see that certain characters works best in certain positions of the party, and they can only do skills depending on where they're at. Same thing for our enemies. You will see that certain enemies are clearly more advantaged if they're in the back or the front or in the middle. So that's something we can also see when we play the game. Another thing that I really like about this game is not only do you have to take care of your health, but you also have to take care of your mental health. There's going to be a lot of situations that will come across where our characters will get stressed out. And when they get stressed out, you can actually see like a little dark circle that goes across their head. That actually adds stress to them. And when they become completely stressed out, they'll start developing different characteristics. They'll adopt new things that will make them either fearful, or sometimes they get really selfish and they don't want anybody else to be around them, or they want everybody to heal them and protect them. It's kind of interesting the way the game plays. So certain actions will cause them stress, while certain other actions will cause them to relieve their stress. So you'll see like a critical attack might actually relieve a little stress for the rest of the party because, hey, this guy just did like 30 damage while the other guys are doing 2. So it's actually really fun game to play. You can see here, this is like their characteristic traits. The goods is on the left and the bad's on the right. And the more you play this, the bigger this list kind of gets. So you kind of have to keep on top of it and see which ones you like and which ones you don't like. It's really fun. So enough kind of chatting about this. I think we should just start playing the game.
Brigands have run up these lanes. Keep to the side
so
path.
In the hallways is mostly where a lot of the gameplay takes place. We'll come across monsters, loot, stuff like that. You move back and forth with the WADS key. And here we'll see our very first combat. So as you can see, we're kind of surprised. So our crusader got pushed back, like, oh god, holy crap. So it doesn't really matter so far because we just have the 2 positions. They're both able to attack anyways, so let's just continue at it. And you can actually see down here, Zealous Accusation. He could use it as long as he's in the first 2 positions, as well as all these other ones. As long as he's in the first 2, he'll be completely fine to use every single skill. So let's just kill him. There you go.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Yeah, we got some gold. So let's just move these guys back. There we go. So yeah, we can move back and forth. It's pretty fun. We can also loot. So we go over here, grab this. What's inside of it? Some coins.
Leave
Yep, got some
nothing
coins.
unchecked. There is much to
And
be
so we're just
found
gonna
in
enter into our next
forgotten
room.
places.
Dang,
An
big guy.
ambush.
So
Send
this big
these
guy
vermin a
is so
message.
big that he actually
The
takes up
rightful
2
owner has
positions.
returned, and their
And
kind
so
is no longer
It kind
welcome.
of makes this hard because if, well, nice AoE. This guy has a really great AoE. But like, say if I wanted to use Zealous Accusation, I couldn't hit both of them.
The slightest
I could hit
lapse in
just him
concentration.
because he takes up the first 2 slots. So since that's not really what we want to do, let's just smash his face in and get it over with. So a lot of the comments I've been reading has been asking why I don't do solo work. I haven't really done any solo work because I'm still kind of building up my confidence. Since the year, we've been doing Stumpt, I've been feeling like I've actually been kind of breaking out of that shell, but it's kind of a different hurdle to do your own solo work. And if I seem a little nervous, I'm very sorry. This is my first time actually, playing a game myself. I'm not gonna, well, I played lots of games by myself before, but this is the first time I've actually played a game by myself and actually, had the chance to actually chat with you guys face to face. And it's a little bit more daunting than if, I was playing with Ash or with Price or Rick. So, oh shit, I am gonna die. And I have no other things to do. Let's just try and get rid of him as fast as we can before I die. Bleeding, if you get bleed, it's kind of hard. It's kind of the worst. So just get out of here.
Press this
There we go.
advantage. Give them
Perfect.
no
We healed
quarter.
him. And we got all this loot. So purple loot, which is great, is these are the things that we use to upgrade our town. And you will actually see as we get into town what they require and what kind of things we need to use. And so let's just grab all the stuff. Let's loot this treasure. This is mine. It's trapped. Holy shit. We didn't get poisoned. Good job. Yay! So victory screen. We did it. Look at all that gold. And all of our 2 deeds. Which is not enough for anything that we need. Our beautiful town.
Welcome home.
So,
As it is.
after a request, you'll
This
actually get a little
squalid
activity
hamlet,
log
these
of
corrupted
what
lands.
happens week by week.
They are yours now,
Week by week, it
and you
means
are bound to them.
basically every single time we leave town, we actually get a little recap of how our heroes have been doing. So heroes that have gone on quests, you can actually see like they've acquired different traits, they've leveled up, what's happening, and then heroes that you've left in town that have just been kind of like either relaxing and de-stressing, you can actually see what they've been doing and how much they've de-stressed, or if they've gone on a little quest or anything on their own. So this is kind of like our weekly log that tells us what happens. On the other side, it's actually our goal list. So the caretaker's goals, who is at the very beginning of the game, you'll actually get a little rundown of why we are doing this. The caretaker was a man who owned all these lands, and he's kind of delved a little too deeply into his own house, his own ancestral manor, and in that he actually found a Cthulhu door and he let out Cthulhu, and that is one of the reasons why the town, as you will see in a minute, is in ruins. So good job, caretaker. He's pretty much spent all his money doing that, and now he's broke as a joke, and he's actually trying to get all these heroes, which is us, to reclaim all of his treasures for him, and so that's what we are doing. And so he kind of gives us goals on which bosses we should defeat, and roster goals is just like how high of a level we can get all of our characters to be. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of different classes, which is great because it actually gives you a lot of replay and just a lot of different options for each game. Oops, let's get rid of that. So here is our town. Our town is just like any other town. It has a blacksmith, it has a tavern, it's got sanitarium, it's got an abbey, which is like our church, and it's got a guild. It's got all of the stuff in it. This game has permadeath, so any hero that does fall
Most will end up
will
here,
end up here.
covered in the
Exactly.
poisoned
Thank
earth,
you.
awaiting merciful oblivion.
But we can get new heroes by going to the stagecoach. And at the stagecoach, you can
Women and
actually
men, soldiers
grab
and
different
outlaws,
heroes that will come
fools
every single week.
and
So
corpses.
let's just grab these two
All
guys.
find
This
their
will build
way
out
to
our
us now
team
that
of
the road
4.
is clear.
And this is where we could start upgrading things. So a stagecoach can be upgraded, their networks, which will increase the number of heroes we get every week to 3. And barracks will increase the number of heroes we can actually have. So since we don't have anything else to
Great
upgrade,
heroes
we'll just
can
grab
be
both of
found
those.
even here, in the
So
mud
yeah,
and
we
the rain.
have our town. Unfortunately, everything's kind of locked right now, so we'll just have to wait for that. So yeah, now we can just embark and start our new quest.
A
So let's just
mecca
go straight to the
of
ruins.
madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
So like I said, in this game, a lot of this is based on positions. And here we can actually take a really good look at it. Reynald, who is our tank, he's actually good in our first 2 positions. He's actually really prefers it because all of his skills are exactly where we should be. And you can see that there's other skills. There's like camping skills. And those are for longer quests that take a little bit longer to do. You'll actually get some camping gear. And that's kind of like a little nice respite in between longer battles, which will help us de-stress and heal up a little bit more. So he'll go on our first spot. Dismas, he's our DPS, he actually prefers to kind of be in the middle, which I am completely fine with, and we'll keep him right there. Evelyn is kind of like the priesty kind of paladin. She has a mace, she's got dazzling light, divine comfort, which kind of does a party heal, and illumination. And you can obviously see she kind of likes being in the middle position again, which is great because that's where we're going to put her. And Gand, he is kind of like our plague doctor. He's a Healy / kind of dotty kind of character. He does a lot of poisoning and blights and stuff like that. He's got grenades and all that kind of stuff. You can see his preferred position is where Evelyn is, but we kind of don't have the space for that, so we're just going to put him right in the back. And these spaces, like I'm talking about, are not permanent. These spaces only show where their skills that you choose for them is best suited. And skills can be unlocked as you start unlocking the town. And once that happens, you can actually see that some skills open up all positions, or they're better for either the back row or the front row. You can unlock camping skills and all that kind of crazy stuff. You can also upgrade their skills to do more damage, which is really cool. And I've also heard that you can rename your characters. So I thought that'd be kind of fun to do since, we are the Stumpt crew. Ash is definitely our paladin. I don't know if you guys have seen our Hammerwatch series. He is definitely our reckless tank. Rick, our podcast, he's already our drunken pistol, like sharpshooter, so it just is fair he becomes our highwayman, because that is Rick in a nutshell. I guess I'm the priest. I'm just going to say I'm the priest because it's the only kind of lady character that we have at the moment, which is kind of sad. I kind of feel like our plague doctors are also kind of female-y, but I can't really tell. But Price has already become our known alchemist, so it's a given. We're just going to name Price our alchemist, or our plague doctor Price. And it even makes sense because he's a doctor. Price has his doctorates. At least I think he has his doctorates. He might. Alright, let's just start the quest.
The cost of preparedness.
So before you go on every
in
quest, you get
gold.
some provisions.
Later,
When
blood.
we go on longer quests, we'll actually have to start buying more. Every quest needs food, so we will get some food. I think the minimum they ask you to say is 8. I honestly haven't felt that's the case. Every time I go on a quest, I usually never eat all my food, but I always try to be well prepared because you never know. Torches increases light level. our heroes do get stressed out in the darkness, so it's always good to have torches. So usually about 8. There's also things that will be in our path, so shovels will break our way through those. You can also get antivenom to cure blights, bandages to cure bleeding, medicinal herbs for any diseases and stuff like that, and a skeleton key. I have not come across a strong box yet, or a door that's been locked, so I have never had a chance to buy this. I imagine this is something I'll have to use much later in the game. Holy water to purge evil. There are quests, which I have not done yet, but there are quests that have you purge the evil in certain places. So I feel like, just food and torches are really great to go with. Let's just go for it. The ruins. If you live for risk and darkness, by all means, bring a few torches. Let's do this.
The fiends must be driven back.
So as you can see, our map is completely different now. So before we just had the 2 rooms, now we got 2, 4, 6 of them. So let's just go forward. So we have to complete, this is a skirmish quest, so we have to complete 100% of the room battles. And let's leave this back. Sack contents are yours. Wow, I cannot talk at all. Oh. Get some crests, more treasures. Oh, there you go. Thought there was going to be an uneventful hallway. So here you can actually see why I do not like it when they trade places. Our plague doctor, who is very suited for the back, is now at the front, which is quite awful. So it's going to take a while for me to get him to the back. Boom, grip shot, perfect damage. Okay. So I think a zealous accusation would be fun to use. It's really nice AoE. Let's move you. Well, I can't really move you. Let's just dazzle you. There you go. Some dazzling light. Can it stun you? Yes, it does. Bump in the night, I think, gives us a little stress. If we get hit, not entirely sure. I definitely know that Tempting Goblet that the Bone Courtier does cause quite a lot of stress. And let's see. Let's get ourselves back in order. There we go. Perfect. Oh, no, that didn't work. Good job, Price. Perfect. There we go.
Give them no quarter.
We did it! Yay! Let's go back forward and get into the next room.
A faint hope blossoms.
So every once in a while you get a chance to scout, which I love because they can actually show you what we have to do. Like, we have to complete 100% of the room battles. So I imagine that the rooms are the only places we really need to concern ourselves since it's room battles. Oh, what's that?
Hacks laden with loot are
I'll be
often
keeping
low on
this for
supplies.
myself. Oh, what a dick, Ash! Of course you would. Damn. I could have used that shovel. I could have used that shovel,
Even
Ash.
the
Look what you
cold
did.
Stone seems bent on preventing passage.
So, like I said, the torch, you have to have it up, or they start getting a little stressed out because of the shadows. So if that happens, we just click on the right click on the torch, and it brings our light back up. And Ash, you totally screwed us, because if we had that shovel, we could have done more. And it probably wasn't even a shovel now that I think about it. I'm actually kind of thinking it might have just been a key. Just open this. Knowledge forever changes the hero. So Warren's Tactician, what does that mean? That means you have 15% damage in the Warrens. Wow, good job. Oops. Get some more light going. Let's let Rick get into the confession booth. Oh, known cheat purge. Good job. You are no longer a cheat. There's lots of traps in the game. A lot of them you cannot see. So the ones that we can see is great because that gives us a chance to try to disarm it. Unfortunately, Rick is not very good at disarming them.
So
let's just keep going.
Evil intent.
Just moving along. Moving along through each of these empty rooms. Price is gaining a little bit of stress. I mean, I would be stressed out too. I mean, I have been not keeping a good eye on the light levels. I have to apologize. I am still, like I said earlier, a little nervous. Just talking in general. But we'll just keep moving. It looks like we'll probably finish our room battles rather soon. Yep.
Without tools of iron,
There you go.
you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
Open this ash, nothing in there, so yeah. Just keep moving, keep on trucking. There we go. So this is our, I think our only room battle we have to worry about. I think after this is done, we'll complete the quest and we'll go back to town and spend our loot, which is great. Don't think we really need a party heal, so let's just kind of get rid of this guy. There you go, we debuffed him. Minus 20% dodge. Because no one likes him at all. Let's also plague the both of them. Good job, Price. Shank. Gross. Oh shit, now we're bleeding. Now we need to actually do something about this. Let us hit him. Get rid of this big guy, because the big guy is what's really keeping us back.
As the light gains purchase,
Get out of here.
spirits are lifted, and purpose
Man,
is
I really
made
need
clear.
to heal Rick. He is about to
Perched
die.
at the very precipice
So
of
Death's Door
oblivion.
is really interesting. Death's Door is kind of like a second chance for our hero. Whenever they hit 0 HP, they actually are on Death's Door. And so this is our chance to kind of make sure he's healed before we actually lose him forever. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like we'll be able to heal him right away because... There you go. It was Price's turn. And turns are based on speed. So the faster a person is, actually gives him his
Terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
position in the whole roster. So let's just keep going. Good. Kick him for 12 damage. We really need to heal again. Thank God you are not picking on Rick.
Injury and despondence.
Damn, this is hard.
Set the stage for
Oh shit, Rick!
Or
Oh, good. Don't kill him. No, Rick. Oh, there you go. Good job. That was scary. I don't want Rick to die. I've already had him. That would be awful if he died so quickly. Yeah, let's just kill him outright. There you go.
Size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Oh, Rick, don't die, please. Oh, you're stressed out and you became stalwart. I don't know what that means. Stalwart, what's that mean? Oh. So yeah, virtuous. So sometimes when a hero becomes stressed out, they either have that fight or flight moment. So it's always good when they become virtuous because that means that it gives you an extra buff throughout the party. But if they become fearful, they become either like really selfish or super paranoid, and it becomes really painful throughout the entire thing because a lot of those debuffs that they obtain is just absolutely garbage. Like one time I feel like one of my characters became paranoid, so every time I tried to heal her, she thought we were attacking her, which is absolutely awful. I just want to get rid of this guy because he's a jerk. Let's use some zealous accusation. I think we might survive this. Good. I'm really happy we will survive this because I don't want Rick to die. Whew. Man. Just get rid of him. Get out of here. Take it all.
That overconfidence is a slow
Yes.
and insidious
And we
killer.
did complete the quest, which is perfect. Grab all this gold, and we're good to go.
More bones return to rest.
Yeah, so it shows us all our
Remember to their
gold,
abyss.
everything that we gained, all our heirlooms, which will help us upgrade the town. And our little victory, you know, you're kind of leveling up. Here's your experience, yay. So yeah, the week
was
is
lord of
over,
this place
and now we have unlocked the tavern and the
before
abbey,
the
which is
crows
perfect
and
because
rats
we
made
need
it their
to de-stress quite a lot. Let's go to the stagecoach, see what we can get. A seeker occultist, which is really great, kind of like
To fight the
ultimate
abyss,
healer.
one must
Grave
know it.
robbers are kind of roguey kind of classes. Bounty hunters are kind of in
The
between,
thrill of the hunt.
like a tank and a rogue. I can't
promise
really
of
think of like
payment.
maybe like a death knight. Not sure. Not sure how to actually describe them. This is my look at Darkest Dungeon. This is a game I'd love to play for the channel, but I would like to know what you guys think about it. Please let me know in the comments below. Give me a like, give me a favorite. Just let me know how exactly you think this is. Let me know how nervous I sound, because I am completely stuttering all over my words. And yeah, I would love to do more of this for you guys. I'd love to kind of break out of my shell and get a little bit more solo work under my belt, and hopefully this could be something that I could do for quite a while. Just, yeah, like, let me know what you think of this. Let me know what other characters you'd like me to name. And I have been Jasmine. This has been Stumped, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!